Hi, welcome in. My name is Ro. I'm a project manager, content curator, and healthy productivity fanatic. And I also happen to have ADHD. In this video, I would like to go over my favorite PC and phone apps that help me in my day-to-day life to be healthy and productive. Even if you don't have ADHD and you have a neurotypical brain, this video can still be pretty helpful because all of the apps that I'm covering today are just all really solid apps for lifestyle management, productivity, and leisure. So this video is split up into 3 categories. We're gonna kick off the video with productivity tools. That's basically anything that is going to help you manage your day-to-day life better and more effectively. The second part is the physical and mental health part, where I'll be covering apps that can help you maintain a solid and healthy mental and physical health. And the last part of the video is the fun part of the video. That's where we get into relaxation apps, where I basically cover anything that really helps me wind down from a busy and productive day when I've been taking care of my physical and mental health as well. So without further ado, let's actually dive right into the video. I would like to start with the first app on the list, and that is Xtiles. Xtiles is also very kindly sponsoring today's video. They are absolutely my favorite productivity tool of 2024. As you can already see, it looks super pretty. I like when my productivity tools also look good and they're not just a functional thing, and Xtiles really hits that sweet spot. And one of the best things about Xtiles is that they basically have 3 different levels of customization. You can either create a fully blank page, which kind of gives you a bullet journal-like page that you then get to customize with whatever you want simply by clicking and dragging, and then you can add things like a simple note, an image, a table, and there are so many options that you can add from. There's even a whole list on the side, so you can go ham and completely customize your own page. However, when you're starting out with productivity tooling, you probably don't necessarily know what you want to do, and that's where the power of Xtiles truly shines. So what you can do, there's basically 2 template versions that you can use. You can either add a page and then go to, let's say, a new creative page, and you want to make a finance planner. Basically what happens is that it allows you to kind of have a singular page. You click it, it will add it to the current project, and bam, you have a finance planner. However, some templates are a bit more complicated. Maybe they entail multiple pages, and there's actually something that you would like to track that isn't just a single page. They even have a full template library with so many different templates. They have brainstorming ones. So let's say you're doing a SWOT analysis, project management, any business studies, you will know this. It's a pain. And if you click use this template, you can either decide to add it to your current project or you can add it as a new one. Let's in this case create a fully new one so it doesn't immediately clog up the previous project that I was working on, because this might be for my work and the other one might be for my personal life, and you immediately, bam, there you go, you have everything. Something that I massively appreciate about Xtiles, which I think is where they really took productivity to the next level. If you are working in different workspaces and you have to-dos across the board, it can be really easy to completely lose track of what you're doing, and Xtiles completely figured out this problem, and that is having a centralized to-do list and calendar. Any task that you will have in your Xtiles space across all of your projects will show up in a shared calendar, which will allow you to actually translate your planning into action, completely breaking that executive dysfunction cycle. You can even view all of those to-dos in a simple calendar view, and if you want, you can even link it up to your Google Calendar so that all of your appointments will show up in here as well. Xtiles is perfect for people that just want a simple, straightforward, easy to use tool that looks visually appealing, that gives them the control back over their day-to-day life. Next up, I already kind of mentioned it, is Google Calendar. Google Calendar is by far my favorite calendar app because it works across all devices, isn't linked to iOS, Android, or anything. It is a really nice visual planner tool. It allows you to do appointment tracking, time blocking, and it allows you to combine professional and private calendars. It's perfect for people who have a lot of appointments, have time-sensitive to-dos or deadlines, people who already use Google in their ecosystem, so it's easy to completely onboard with everything you already have going on. It is very easy for people that want to link their calendar to other productivity tools like Notion or Xtiles, because 90% of the time, productivity tools do integrate with Google Calendar. Then next up is Todoist. Todoist is a very simple to-do list app which focuses on what it does best, helping you stay on top of all of your to-dos. Even though it comes with a bunch of customization features like projects and labels and different task views, it is just very simple and straightforward, and it helps you manage your to-dos and nothing more. It is perfect for people that don't want to build a whole productivity system, that aren't looking into very complicated solutions for them to store all of their day-to-day information, but they're just looking for a really solid to-do list app that works both on desktop as well as on your phone. Next up, we have Notion, which might not come as a surprise that it's on this list because I absolutely adore Notion. Notion is perfect for people who are looking to build a fully customizable productivity system to store large amounts of data. This is perfect for people that have maybe multiple businesses, maybe people that are working as a content creator like myself and have a second job on the side. This is for people who like to document a lot of things about their lives and that enjoys thinking in systems and databases. Notion offers a really big variety of how you can store your data, which basically creates infinite possibilities for you to create links between all of your data sets as well. It has a really big suite of tools like AI and formula building, and it's really built for smart productivity systems, so to say. It is perfect for people that enjoy tailoring their workspace to the smallest detail, people that are relatively tech savvy and enjoy database thinking, and people that are looking to store a lot of information in one single place. Next up, we have LifeAt. LifeAt is a simple timer and focus app for your desktop that allows you to set up easy, simple to-do list, focus timers, nice ambient sounds, and cute wallpapers to kind of help you get into focus mode by using the Pomodoro method. This is perfect for people who like to work in time blocks like the Pomodoro method or anything similar and could use a little bit of help kind of getting into the focus mood. It is a very nice app for people that are just looking for a free solution to just help them focus. Another variant of a very similar concept is a little game called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. This is a game that helps you gamify your focus time by basically allowing you to set up different soundscapes, different timers, and by doing that and by working during that time, you actually unlock different little collectibles in the game, which allows you to then customize your room that you're working in, your character, you'll get a little pet. It's a very nice way to kind of trigger that dopamine in your brain to get some focus time in. It is perfect for people with ADHD that struggle to focus and need a little incentive to get them to focus. It is also really perfect for people that already enjoy gaming because it combines a lot of the gaming aspects into a focus timer, and it's perfect for people who enjoy soundscapes and lo-fi music. Next up, we have Forest, which is another focus timer, but this time, instead of using it on your computer, you would use it on your phone. Forest is a little app that puts a timer on your phone, and with that timer locks out all of your other apps, which basically makes your phone that you can only look at the timer, but you cannot do anything else. And if you do click out of the app, you actually kill the little tree that you were growing. And with that, if you grow enough trees in the app itself by focusing, the company will actually plant a tree somewhere in the real world. This app is perfect for people that tend to pick up their phone during the day a lot. And this is also perfect for people that care about the environment and basically want to just help replant more trees by not using their phone. Then we have Screen Time, which is just a default app in Apple, which allows you to just limit the screen time that you'll have for certain apps, which is great because that way you are not tempted to actually grab your phone to check out Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. It is perfect for people who are struggling with the amount of time that they are spending on a phone on their day-to-day basis. And it is also perfect for people who tend to get stuck in doom scrolling because it just gives you a little notification that you need to put your phone away. Then one that I'm not really sure if it fits more into the productivity or any of the other categories, but I decided to place it here. If you're looking for a really nice budget planner that allows you to keep track of all of your spendings on your phone, then I highly recommend Buddy. It is a very simple to use, incredibly visual budget planner or budget tracker for on your phone. It allows you to set up multiple accounts so you can kind of mimic your actual account setup if you have multiple bank accounts, let's say a personal one and one shared one with your partner. And it allows you to super easily track your expenses and track all of your bills so you never actually miss any of your payment due dates. This is perfect for people who struggle to stay on top of their money or on top of their spendings. It is also perfect for people that tend to have a month that is a bit longer than their budget and who are trying to change that behavior and maybe start a little bit of savings. And it is perfect for people who struggle to do their finances because it's boring, because this app really makes it feel like a easy to go process and it looks really nice. And that again makes a huge difference in how easy it is to actually stay on top of something. And then lastly in this category, I have a very nice app called Pocket. It's a little browser extension that you can install into basically any browser, and it allows you to quickly kind of like clip something from a web page and save it into Pocket as an article. If you then have an e-reader or the app on your phone, it allows you to read all of those articles distraction free. So basically get rid of a lot of the advertisements. It allows you to quickly save it and label it so you can store recipes in a separate folder compared to articles you want to read. And since it syncs with a lot of e-readers, it's also very nice that you can maybe save a longer article and read it on the go on your e-reader instead of having to read it on your computer. This is perfect for people that read a lot online, but it's specifically perfect for people that tend to keep 5 million tabs open because they're scared of losing that one thing that they wanted to read or wanted to save. Because with Pocket, you can just save it in a smart place. It's basically a bookmarks folder, but way smarter and way better. Then we're gonna move on to the next category in this video, which is physical and mental health. I do want to mention that you can actually use apps like Xtiles and Notion as well. I mentioned them in the previous category because they're more so productivity apps than that they are health trackers, but both of them, since they are so flexible, allow you to build your own health tracker and kind of keep track of what you think is important. If you're already using those tools for your full productivity system, I can highly recommend adding your journal or your health tracker into those systems so it's easier to use on a day-to-day basis. Then next up is one that is perfect for anyone who struggles with like energy management. It is an app that I only recently discovered and it's called Visible. It is an app that helps specifically with tracking your energy and your stress levels to kind of, if you're familiar with the spoon theory, help you manage your spoons throughout the day. It uses a point system to help you manage your energy throughout the day and kind of gives you warnings if you're using a lot of your energy points on a specific task. The app actually works best if you buy the specific bracelet that comes with it that isn't available everywhere worldwide, but it is an app that was basically designed for people with chronic illnesses to manage your energy instead of manage your physical like activity. I think this is something that completely sets it apart from any other app on the market because most of the apps are fitness trackers and focus on your physical activity instead of your rest and your energy management. This is perfect for people with chronic illnesses or neurospicy brains that would benefit from help with energy management, especially if you struggle with being very active in the morning and then crashing throughout the day, or maybe having a lot of struggle waking up and then kind of peaking later in the day. Also, it's perfect for people who already use the spoon theory in their day-to-day life and want to make that a little bit more tangible. The next one is Auto Sleep. This is by far my favorite sleep tracker for on my phone. It works best if you own an Apple Watch, and I believe it is an iOS only app, but if you want to get more insights in your sleeping behavior, how much time you take to fall asleep and how much time you take to wake up, how much time you're in which different sleep phase, then Auto Sleep has been by far my favorite for the past couple of years because it is easy to use and easy to understand, but yet gives you a lot of information about your sleep. Again, this app does work the best if you own a smartwatch. Without a smartwatch, it can only measure when you basically put your phone down to go to sleep and when you wake up again. Then one that has been my favorite for a very long time, basically since 2019 when I started using it, is called Mood Notes. Mood Notes is an app that allows you to track your moods throughout the day on a very simple and accessible way. The app gives you great insight in your moods and like emotions throughout the day or throughout the month or throughout the week, which basically allows you to better understand your emotional patterns. Something that really stands out to me for this app is that it allows you to track your moods without having to do full journal pages, which for most people with ADHD or limited energy throughout the day, having to do journaling every single day is too tiring and too cumbersome, but allowing you to simply keep track of your emotions and your moods throughout the day is very easy and has a very low threshold for you to start basically journaling, but in an easier way. It is perfect for people that want to get a better grip and insight on their emotions. I know a lot of neurospicy people struggle with emotion regulation, and this can help you greatly in understanding your patterns. It is also perfect for people who don't like journaling because it doesn't feel right or they never feel comfortable writing a lot of things down, because this app doesn't require you to write anything. It just requires you to click a couple of buttons to basically fill in a little mood survey. Then the next app is called Awesome Habits. This is a perfect app for people that want to build habits. I know that a lot of people with ADHD unfortunately never build any habits or struggle to build habits because simply our brains are built a bit different, and even if we work on something for weeks on end, it doesn't ever really become a habit. So having a habit tracker, instead of basically forcing me to build habits, it is just my little habit to-do list. It allows me to keep track of the things that I find important in a day and make sure that I do them. This is perfect for people who struggle to build habits, like people with ADHD or anyone for that matter. And this app is really nice because it's a very visual app that also allows you to put widgets on your home screen, so you can actually have an overview of your habits every single day right as you open your phone. And then lastly in this category is a really nice little mobile game called Kinder World. It is an app that gamifies self-care and journaling. This app lets you take care of digital plants, and you can only water them or give them like plant food by journaling and taking care of yourself. So making sure that your plants are not dying by taking care of your own mental health is, I think, a really wholesome concept to kind of gamify the process of thinking about how you're doing. And this is perfect for people who want to get better at self-care but need like a fun incentive to do so. And it is perfect for people who already like mobile games and actually would like to transform their phone from something that is energy draining to something that gives them a bit more energy throughout the day. And then we're heading into the last category, which is relaxation apps. And as a first one, I have games. And obviously there are so many games out there, and I don't know what genre of games you're into. And if you're you're into gaming altogether. So I just decided to give you a little recommendation on my favorite games, things that I like to play to unwind, because maybe it can give you a little bit of an idea as well. So on my phone, there's a couple of games that I really enjoy playing. One is called Mini Metro, which allows you to basically make little metro networks in different cities, and it's a very simplistic game, but it's so mindful and I love it. The other one is Pigment, which is a digital coloring book. This is specifically perfect for on your iPad if you own one, or on your tablet. Then I have one that is called ELSWHERE, which basically allows you to organize colors, and it's just one of those I don't have to think about things, I can turn my brain off games, and it is so nice for when you're traveling. Then I have one that is called Dumb Ways to Die, which I remember was a really big hit way back in the day, but I kind of never just stopped playing it because that game is so good for my ADHD dopamine seeking brain. And then lastly, I have a little game called Peak, which is a brain training game, which actually has been scientifically proven that if you do little brain exercises every day, in the long term, that's gonna really help you out. So just kind of making sure that your brain gets a bit of exercise every day, specifically if you're not doing too much in your day-to-day life due to burnout or any other reason, then doing something like a bit of brain training is super helpful. Then for the computer, my favorite games of all times are Minecraft, The Sims, Stardew Valley, A Little to the Left, Unpacking, Camper Van, and Tiny Glade at the moment. Obviously, there is so many other games. I also like games like Uno, a little bit more like strategy games. This list could go on and on and on for me. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite games are. I'm always on the lookout to actually discover new games, so I mostly decided to put things on the list that really make sure that I relax. I feel like maybe my strategy games or things like Fortnite, I really enjoy playing, but they don't necessarily make me very relaxed or mindful. Now that we've covered the game segment, let's actually move on to an app that I featured before in videos, which is called Endel. It is a phone app that allows you to design custom-made soundscapes, and it is perfect for people that enjoy that type of music or that type of sound when they're trying to focus. And the nice thing is that it actually lets you customize it either by manual customization, or you can sync it to things like the weather. If you're wearing a smartwatch, it can sync to your heartbeat. So you can also listen to this when you're running, and that way when your heartbeat goes up, the music will also change pace. And this is something that I've never seen any other app do, but it's really perfect for if you're trying to get into like a flow that kind of matches with what you're feeling physically, basically. Then next up on the list is kind of an obvious one in terms of sound. It is Spotify. I really enjoy listening to Spotify playlists. There are so many good ones out there that can help you focus, that can help you unwind, that can help you relax. But something that I recently discovered is that a lot of people that make ASMR on YouTube, for instance, also upload their ASMR to Spotify. And there's people that make like full compilation playlists. So if you only enjoy tapping ASMR, there's people that have made full playlists with just tapping ASMR. So if you're struggling to fall asleep, or if you enjoy listening to that type of things when you're trying to focus, then Spotify is a wonderful place to start. Then next up, something that I very much enjoy is audiobooks, and the perfect app for audiobooks is Storytel. Storytel personally for me is the best audiobook app out there because it offers so many audiobooks, and it is actually not linked to a specific service like Kobo or Kindle. Storytel literally has millions of books in various languages, so there must be something on there for you. And I think Storytel is very nice because listening to an audiobook is one of the best ways to basically keep your brain entertained while you're doing something else. So if you need to do household chores, if you're working out, basically anything that can help you stay in the zone while listening to like a nice book in the background is just perfect. And then lastly, it is a nice bridge from audiobooks into actual books, but Kindle or Kobo, not necessarily buying an actual e-reader, but both of them have a pretty solid app for on your phone. So if you're not in a position to buy an e-reader, but you would still like to read books on the go, it is a really nice place to just start by downloading the Kindle or the Kobo app and making sure that you have some books in there, because that way you can still use your phone during the day, but you can just read instead of maybe doom scrolling on Instagram. I personally eventually upgraded to an actual e-reader, which has been one of the best investment, but considering this video isn't about things you should buy, but it's about apps, then I can still highly recommend the Kindle and the Kobo app. And with that, that actually concludes the list of perfect apps for people with ADHD, or just in general, people that are trying to live a healthier and happier life. If you have any suggestions for apps that I didn't put on this list, but you love using in your day-to-day life, I would absolutely love to hear about them in the comments down below. So feel free to leave a little comment on your way out. And also, while you're scrolling down to leave a little comment, don't forget to toss the video a cheeky like. And if you enjoy videos like this, feel free to check out my channel, as I have a bunch of videos on there already, and I plan to make a bunch more. And if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.